and this is where I want to bring Amy in. I hope she can talk about this a little bit. And this is just conjecture on my part. I don't live this. I don't know this, but I think this may be true. That we have to be careful judging ourselves as failures as parents because our kids either don't achieve or don't manage themselves well. Mm-hmm. I guess it's a question I'm asking, and Amy can get some help from all of you. I'm not sure that we should make a direct correlation between how we parent and how our kids behave.
Right.
Right.
All the time. And so maybe, Amy, you can start us talking out about that. And anybody's got some scripture on that can join in too.
Yeah, I think a lot come down to the scripture come to mind is Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 4. It say, "And I saw that all toils and achievement spring from one person envy of another. This too is meaningless, a chasing after the wind." I think what I learned about as a parent is that you can do all the right thing, but if you're always competing, you're always going to feel like you're the loser. And I think that's how I grew up, that I'm always getting compared to my friends and relatives, and so I hated the pressure. So now with my daughter, I feel like I don't expect her to have perfect A's, and I don't expect her to do other sports. But even now, me and Ray were talking, she was telling me the other day, she's like, "Mom, I only get straight A this time because I didn't try really hard. I supposed to get A+." And I was like, well, but we didn't parent you that way. We never put expectation, right? So I don't think how we parent really relate to how your kid come out. I think it helped. But I think what I learned is parenting is, like Stone says, a very humbling process. Like I know for me, I have a really hard time as a mom to be the nurturing one, to be the one that feel like you have to connect with your daughter, have those conversations, your best friend. I have to really learn and work on that. I think being parent is you just keep on learning to get to know your kids because each kid is different. And then I have a son that has special needs, and he's completely different than our daughter. Our daughter is more compliant. So I think it's learning about your kids. There's no right or wrong or what is the outcome. Is learning to help them to be successful in their own way.
I love that. I'm going to try to hold on to that.
I think for me, there was a real strong feeling that because I had good intentions, it should work out. And I think every parent does have good intentions. I think every parent wants to love their kid. They truly love their kids. And I think they want the best for their kids. They want to do what's best for them. But because we're sort of saying to ourselves, I have good intentions, therefore everything should be going a certain way based on my intentions. But I was not trained well to handle emotions, or I had a very, very narrow, specific what perfection looked like. I thought my kids would think everything that came out of my mouth was awesome.
I know that's how I feel. Yeah. I know that's what I think when you speak. I don't understand why they don't.
They would like the same music that I like. They'd like the same teams I like. They would
Springsteen, Florida. I get it. It's all working for me.
I actually, when Springsteen came on the radio, I would turn it off and I would tell my kids, "You're not worthy of Springsteen. You can't. Exactly. You're not ready to listen to him."
You couldn't hear it if I played it for you.
Exactly. So, but I do think that that's something we get discouraged just because we have good intentions and we don't realize that so much of this is learning and adjusting and adapting and being flexible to know how to meet the needs of our kids, which is a learning process.
Yeah. Well, if I look at the scriptures in the Bible, and we'll talk some about that, and all you guys are sharing is so inspiring and encouraging. And I think if someone's out there listening as a parent, I just hope I hope they're feeling comforted, like, oh, okay, I can ease off myself a little bit. Yeah. Because I think that doesn't mean don't do anything. That doesn't mean don't grow and change. But I think Amy says, when we put that level of pressure on ourselves, right, I think that pressure goes to our kids.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing that's not good. And we may not say you need to accomplish something, but we're feeling pressure to get them someplace.